we are very excited right now to be joined in studio by somebody that Adam has been following on social media for a very long time. We have mentioned him on this show several times, in fact.
Let me tell a brief story. You know, just tell a brief story.
Sure.
This is because it's bizarre, but our regular audience is listening right now. They'll be able to follow along with this. Everyone that is, we made it a point on this show to talk about how there might only be 7 or 8 people that I follow on Facebook that I actually know. Right? Now, a lot of you are folks in town, so if I comment on your Facebook, if I like something like that, then like we're legit friends and all. But there's a lot of people that I've just unfollowed because I've been trying over the last 2 years, and James can attest to this, that it's real. Build my Facebook news feed up so that it only shows people that I consider to be the most interested folks alive.
Right, yeah.
And I call those people the Rad Pack. I would say the highest ranking member of the Rad Pack is a man out of Georgia, East Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. And by highest ranking, I mean astutely interested. His name is Tony Viggins, but on the independent country music circuit, he is known as Famous Roadie Tony. Famous Roadie Tony sent James and I an 8x10 signed glossy of himself a couple of years ago, and it's been hanging in the studio ever since. And I'll be darned if the Famous Roadie Tony didn't show up at the front door of the radio station today.
All the way from East Georgia.
Yet this morning, and toting with him in his car is a country music artist.
I mean, you cannot make this kind of stuff up.
We'll show pictures and all that, and I'm sure that, and by the way, Roadie Tony, Rad Packer #1, lives on Facebook Live, and I no doubt, are we live right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're live right now over on Roadie Tony's side. Now, with that said, the artist that he brought with him, one thing that Tony loves is country music, and he loves the independent music circuit, and he loves singers and songwriters that are out there hustling and getting after it every single day. And then we got a young man in the studio that fits that bill entirely. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first off, appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just kind of showed up at the front door this morning, I guess.
Yeah.
But, my name's Jay Kyle, and well, a little bit about my music is I got started. Man, I was actually, according to my mother, I was humming music and singing music before I could speak. And actually, I do remember being in the back seat of my grandmother's car coming home from daycare, and I was trying to sing Winnie the Pooh, and I didn't know the words. You know, I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know how to talk yet. I remember her trying to record me, and she had this little tape that she would just always try, and I would hear that click, and I'd shut up. I did not want to be recorded. I did not want that evidence whatsoever. But anyway, so grew up as a young man, discovered that I loved rock music, so got into rock music, found out that wasn't really my forte. And then when I was in college, just figuring out who I was, everything like that, I got into R&B music. And then I kind of had to face the truth, face the facts, and realize that I have a southern accent. So everything that I sing and play is going to come out kind of country.
So where's your passion lie? Is it in country music?
Well, music in general.
Okay.
You can just say that, because I mean, like, I play funk music, blues, but then I have a southern accent, and whenever I write things, I'm writing about home, my life experiences, and I'm born and raised in Georgia, so it comes out country. You know, I can't help it. You can't outrun your roots.
Right.
It's there. It's
I get that. What about on the ride over from Georgia? What were y'all listening to?
Dude, we were listening
Don't
to
tell me
everything.
it was your own album.
No. Actually, so there's an acquaintance of mine, a mutual friend between us, which is Joe Hall.
Of course.
And
we know Joe Hall.
We know everything there is to know about Joe Hall.
Well, we were actually sitting there just talking on the way in, and when I wasn't like nodding off and catching flies with my mouth open, we were talking about songs that hadn't been released and things like that, and we were kind of going through old emails. I was like, listen to this little sample of something that I started recording 5 years ago, something like that. It's like, and even, I'm sitting there, I listen to that, I'm like, wow, I've come so far. Or I listen to something that Joe had recorded and sent over to Tony, and it's like, wow, Joe has come so far. And it's just amazing how over time you develop and kind of tweak your sound.
How long? How long have you been doing it?
I started
country music. How long have you been doing
it? Tail end of 2014.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then I've been doing it full time for probably about 6 months now. But I found myself, I wrote one song in tail end of 2014, and then actually had it aired in Atlanta. I heard
Cool.
it in Atlanta.
Cool.
Pulled #1 for 3 out of 10 weeks, and it was called When You Smile. And that was kind of the first one that showed me where I'm supposed to be. And that was when I was like, all right, well, it worked, so I'll try it again. And so then.
Cool. So you got a little play around around Atlanta. That's big. All right.
Kind of figured it out.
We do something here we call Local Artist Spotlight, where we
Okay.
have like artists come in from all around the area and play for us. So I guess this is kind of along those lines, but a little further.
Okay.
So you are going to play for. You brought the guitar, so I assume that means you're going to play for us.
Yes.
What's the new single you're pushing here?
So this newest one is called Bud Light Sippin'.
Bud Light Sippin'. It sounds like a new country record.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
All right, this is J. Kyle, and you just go by J. Kyle.
J. Kyle Reynolds.
J. Kyle Reynolds.
But
okay.
the J makes me really easy. It's my first initial. It just makes me really easy to find online because there's a lot of Kyles and there's a lot of Reynolds in the United
Of course,
States.
yeah.
And there's actually another Kyle Reynolds in Nashville, and I was talking with him one time. I was like, next time you come to Nashville, I need to just terrorize the town. Of course, it'd be real funny running around like doubles or something.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
All right, well, play for us. Bud Light
Okay.
Sippin', J. Kyle Reynolds. That's jkylereynolds.com if you want to check out more on our guy here.
Oh yeah, we actually started filming the music video for this just a few weeks ago, and then we did some touch-up work. What was that? Saturday morning, and then we're gonna have like the massive party scene with all this extra footage and everything
Okay.
like that going on for the final day. But
So you're living it like a rock star right now.
we have to.
I
we
gotcha.
have to. All right, so yeah, Bud Light Sippin' goes like this. I go back somewhere over off of 83. There's a dirt road and a whole lot of memories. Where Jack and Jim and a couple of buds, we were always hanging around. We were cussing, spitting, smoking, and did it all on the solid ground. We had time to kill, no money to spend, just a cold kid chilling in a trash can on my tailgate, and ice down, and we'd fill them up and we'd pass them. We were Bud Light, sipping, guitar picking. We was smoking, dipping, striking matches to watch them burn. We had Alpines in the backseat, bumping tail legs on the tailgate. We were singing George Jones and Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, rocking to the sun. Yeah. I was maybe 16, was going on 23. I'd already kicked a few bad habits, but there was one drug I couldn't refuse, no matter how many times I had it. They say that Georgia red clay and a four-wheel drive is like a needle and a spoon to a southern guy, like a pig in the mud or a cow tastes good. We've all got that wild side. We were Bud Light, sipping, guitar picking. We were smoking, dipping, striking matches to watch them burn. We had Alpines in the backseat, bumping tail legs on the tailgate. We were singing George Jones and Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, just rocking to the sun. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sun comes up. Yeah. We were Bud Light, sipping, guitar picking, smoking, dipping, striking matches to watch them burn. We had Alpines in the backseat bumping, tail legs on the tailgate. We were singing George Jones and Old Alabama. Yes, we were Bud Light, sipping, guitar picking. We were smoking, dipping, striking matches to watch them burn. We had Alpines in the backseat bumping, tail legs on the tailgate. We were singing George Jones and Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, just rocking to the sun. Yeah, oh, yeah.
fantastic.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, James, your microphone was off.
Yeah.
James told a good job.
Maybe
No,
we'll-
that was good, man.
Excellent. I appreciate that.
I had no idea what to expect because you were driven here by famous roadie Tony.
Oh
so-
man,
I have to
started
admit, when I saw the guitar, I was like, "Oh no!"
Man, I should've
But that
started
was
off
really
with some,
good.
like yodeling or something.
Yeah.
J. Kyle Reynolds, you are fantastic. JKyleReynolds.com. You can find his music all over social media and wherever you can get music. He's been working hard, and he'll have a bunch of music that you can buy. Please support your local artists because we do, and so does Tony. J. Kyle, thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank y'all very much.
Yeah, take
I
care, man.
appreciate y'all for having me.
This report is brought to
Yeah,
you
that
by
was rad.
Staples.